And now, for your listening pleasure,
Lost Moments Day is always a tough day for me to share my thoughts because I'm right alongside anyone who grieves. Hi there, I'm Carolyn Sanic, life coach, author, and high-value woman, and this is my podcast, Thrive, where hopefully I'm helping you thrive daily. I was in the dentist chair last week, and when my dentist was done with my exam, we stood and looked eye to eye, and he knew what was coming. I took his hand, and I asked how he and his family are doing. They lost their oldest son in a very tragic way over a year ago, and he knows I grieve too, so we have a bond. As he said, there is always something waiting in the wings to trigger him and his family, and then the tears flow. I told him I had reached a point of less tears, but then my grief is different. I think about things we could have done together yet. I think of all we did knowing we would have continued. He and his family think about the graduation, the wedding, the birth of a grandchild, the success story of their son's life. Yes, it is different, but it is still the same. I asked him how his anger levels were, and he smiled and said, still the same. I told him these feelings will always be there. We who have lost someone we love always harbor a feeling of anger that they are gone. For me, as time passed, my heart has filled with gratitude that I ever met my late husband. This is what settles me now. I loved our lives. I loved what we did together. And now I love the memories. We all deal with grief differently, but it all boils down to one thing: love. We all were loved, and we loved back, and we understand each other's loss. Again, I'm Caroline Sanic, life coach, author, high-value woman. This is my podcast, Thrive. Thank you all so much for listening, and that is a wrap.